Retro Bill, capital R-E-T-R-O, capital B-I-L-L, also known as the International Dare Safety and Self-Esteem Buddy, official title.
Hey everyone, I'm Retro Bill, your Dare Safety Buddy. Cool.
I've been motivationally speaking professionally for 25 years. We never know. You could watch a documentary on television. You can see a news segment on TV, right? You can read a book. You can read a quote, right? You can hear a speaker speak. It could be a teacher, a counselor, a police officer, a Retro Bill. And all of a sudden, just know this, something will click for somebody in a positive way.
I wanted to learn more about Retro Bill and try to figure out what has motivated him to work tirelessly for over 3 decades as the lead spokesperson for DARE. Thankfully, Retro is pretty much an open book and was happy to tell me where his first spark of inspiration came from.
I was somebody who just constantly asked myself, what is my calling in life? Why am I here? And when I would go out and speak to kids, elementary, middle school, high school kids, continuation high schools, juvenile detention centers, and letting kids know that those men and women that wear a badge are your friends. They're not foes. I noticed that there was a switch, because it's easy to have them painted as if they're all bad and all they want to do is beat people up and throw people in jail. But I've had the luxury of these 25 years professionally to work with DARE officers in our schools. And I can tell you, that group are in law enforcement 100% for the right reasons.
Your DARE officers are always there to help you keep safe, drug-free, and violence-free. Dare to care. Hey, officer.
Hey, Retro Bill.
How's it going?
Fine, thank you.
Hey, let's hear your siren.
Sure.
Cool.
And by the way, I'm talking urban schools. I'm the only Caucasian in the building. And I know a lot of those kids are going home to tough lives.
You said you were part Cherokee as well?
Yeah. I got native blood in me, so which is really important, and I hold that dear to my heart. But they're also going home in many cases to difficulties in the home. But what I have found, and I feel very fortunate, is that my message connects with everybody.
Right on, right on, right on, right on.
Looking back, do you feel like DARE has been a success?
Yeah, I've seen it be a success. I've got emails where kids have specifically told me, I shared the story of Jose. Incredible kid. But he was in juvie, right? And at the time I spoke to him, he was then, and they had him back in the continuation high school, but he was under investigating for a stabbing, dealing drugs, blah, blah, blah. And man, he just sat there and he was gonna defy me when I came to his continuation high school. And I knew he didn't want to let me in. He wasn't gonna let me in his heart. Because I also know that he's been let down by probably everybody in his life. So why is this dude that looks like Elvis gonna impact me? And ultimately, he got up, and as he was leaving, I was afraid he was gonna come over and maybe hit me, because he was angry, I felt, towards my message of positivity, believe in yourself. He said, Retro, you got in my head. And I said, before he walked out, I said, yeah, and remember this, I'm in your heart when you walk out that door. 3 weeks later, he told me in an email that he got jumped out of a gang 3 days later after hearing me speak. Spent a couple of days in the hospital, moved to another city in the state, was living with his aunt, and they enrolled him back in the regular high school. Yes, he's still under investigation, and he's gonna have to deal with the past, but he was on his way forward.
If you'd like to see our complete documentary, DARE Conference, which features interviews with the president of DARE, Retro Bill, the DARE Student of the Year, DARE Officer of the Year, the Captain of DARE Mexico, and other concerned school security officers, go to our Patreon, www.patreon.com/channel5. Again, that's www.patreon.com/channel5. As many of you know, we are a completely independent, primarily crowd-funded news organization, and most of that funding comes from our Patreon. Have a nice day.
Channel 5 Live Worldwide, Hollywood and Vine.
Fuck the authority, Channel 5 News.
Channel 55. We don't fuck with custers. And 5 is the best number.